All right, we are live, Car Talk TV, man. Welcome to another Car Talk TV. It's your main man, E Vapors, you know what I'm saying? And of course, the co host, Kasho Real, he's in here. And guess what? There's a third person in the middle. Today's number one person on the panel. I'm number three. Real is number two. All right. None other than the lady herself, Rain. We're going to just say Rain Love. How about that? Is Rain Love okay?
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, Rain Love, man. Give a big hand, round of applause for Rain Love. You know what I'm saying? The ladies are taking over the car world, and I'm loving it. I love her. I'm loving every bit of it, man. So today, man, we're gonna have a great conversation with Rain, man. We definitely appreciate you for taking the time out of your busy schedule, and we know you travel from here, you travel to there, you travel everywhere, and you literally gotta stop your vehicle to have this conversation. And we definitely want to talk about where you've been over the last day. We want to talk about
Yep.
that for sure, and we want to just tell people about you. So the first thing I want to do is really just say, where are you from? Where are you from, Rain?
Okay, so I'm from Cincinnati. I grew up for a little portion of my life. I grew up in Georgia, and pretty much that's where I'm from. I live currently I had lived in Florida for
sure I understand.
home, so that's basically where I'm from.
Where? Okay, and just to throw myself in there, I'm from the South. I'm from North Carolina, and Kasho, where you from, Kasho? Tell everybody where you from.
Man, the land of the wire, as they call it across the country, but it's known where I know it, Baltimore.
Baltimore. Okay. So we got a good cross segment of folk here. You know what I'm saying? On today's panel on the Car Talk TV live on YouTube, man. Make sure y'all are tapping in, all right? And go tell your friends, hey man, come on over to Car Talk TV, man. We got a bad one here today, man. Man, she tough, man. Look, she's really tough, man. Y'all gonna hear her story and the things that she's doing, man. Going from city to city, state to state.
The
You know what I'm
state.
saying? And she's never late. She was on time for this show. She was early in the studio, man. She slid right on in there. Boom. I was like, okay, she's in here.
Right,
We
she
didn't.
beat us there.
Yeah, she beat us in the studio. We ain't had to come on here and tap dance. Like, well, we're gonna give a little Car Talk TV history before we talk about Rain. You know what I'm saying? And there she goes. She's in here now. Bring her on. No, she was in here early, y'all. So when she's coming to your town, she gonna be there on time or early for sure, for sure. But real talk, Rain, what got you into cars?
So Fast and the Furious. I'm gonna go ahead and that's always where I started getting into cars at. I'm grew up. I am only 24. I was born in '97. So Fast and the Furious came out in the 2000 era. Pretty much grew up on that. Vin Diesel actually drew, and I didn't know this until just now, but he drove a Challenger. But I mean, he drove a Charger, but it was a Challenger body style. So that's why I love the Challenger body styles now. And that's always been my favorite car, my dream car. My red eye is my dream car. And I do have it. And that's something that's, accomplishable to me. But I grew up in the car scene. I just grew up racing. So, a lot of people grew up doing different things. I have raced, you could tell me any car, I have raced almost every car that I've had. And it ain't fast cars. I'm talking about Hondas. I'm talking about Chrysler Sebrings, Chrysler 200s. I
Mm.
mean, I race. So that's one thing. That's just this is what I do. I mean, I care less if we pulled up next to anything on the highway. I have a passion for racing.
Okay, so is it fair to say that you're more on the go in or the show in? Because you got a pretty car now. You got a pretty car, so I thought you was more on the show in instead of the go in, or do we got a mixture of both? What say you?
So I got a mixture of both. My red eye is a show car, but we only started to do shows predominantly only because I am very smart. I am not going to ruin my warranty over modding my car yet.
Yeah.
Stock my car is already pretty fast, so I don't need to prove anything yet because once my engine blows and I have modifications, y'all ain't paying them pockets. So y'all ain't paying for me a new engine. So I'm gonna keep my car stock for now. I put 35,000 miles. I got this car with only 11,000 miles on it.
Mm.
I going to keep this car stocked until I get to 40,000, and then from there, my modifications will roll in. It will be turned over a little bit more into racing, just because it'll be faster. That's it. But as far as show, my baby's still gonna be a show car. I'm gonna have all my different tires set up for show versus racing. I have my drag radials, and then I have my show tires. The only thing that I won't get is like different types of airbag, lower, different types of things that will affect me racing.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be both. Ultimately, I mean, the same way with my husband's track home.
Gotcha.
That
Gotcha.
will be both. It is in the process of getting wrapped now. We are going to of the hardest wraps out. So, but you know, the track hawk is for racing as well. So,
Man, you know, it feels good when I hear, you know, a woman say drag radials. You know what I'm saying? It just it sounds different. I've heard people say drag radials all the time. I talk to folk about racing because I'm learning about racing myself. But it's something about, man, you hear a woman say drag radials, man. It just sounds different, man. It's just refreshing, man. Do you ever, or let me ask it a better way. What do you feel when you are lined up, when you got your drag radios on? Do you feel any resistance from the boys, from the fellas out here? You know, do they not take you serious sometimes, or have you made a name already for yourself?
I feel like I don't get taken seriously. You know, you still get the okay. So just to flip, I not that I'm.
Signal, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I think we got a little signal thing. So we want to make sure we hear the answer to this question right here. You know, is she being met with any type of resistance? You
Yeah.
know, at the track, or any less seriousness at the track? I really want to know this because I mean I have my opinions, and I've seen different things from the times that from going back to Memphis in October, and yeah, we'll let her get reset. I'm going back to Memphis in October, and even this most recent event in Dallas. You know, I've seen it both sides. I've seen the ladies being taken seriously. I've seen the ladies being marginalized. It's confusing to me because it's not like we're talking about, let's just say, a male dominated physical sport, to where because the guy is physically stronger in some situations that they can dominate. Man, we talking about putting your foot on the pedal, right? We're talking about hands on the steering wheel, right? You know, we're talking about reaction time at the light. Um, I don't think any of that has anything to do with your gender. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. Does a woman make a better driver? Does a man make a better driver? Please correct me and help me out.
We're looking for it in the chat. Put those answers in the chat.
Yeah. Drop it in the chat, man. If y'all got the answer to that, man. Is the man driver, you know, more dominant than the female driver? I mean, and give me a reason why. Because the races that we're talking about are under, you know, 10 and 11 seconds, the races that we're talking about. So I don't, I'm trying to wrap my mind around, okay, how could a man dominate an 11-second race, a 10-second race, a 9-second, 8-second race? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure that out in my mind. I think we know the answer.
So we got some answers in here. Car got caught said it doesn't matter.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course. I mean, you know, I kind of know the answer, but you know, there might be some people in here that might have some scientific proof, you know, that they can forward over to me, and I can take a look at that research to see how the anatomy, you know, has anything to do with that. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, hey, Rain. So look, we want to hear the answer to that question, man. Have you been met with any sort of resistance as a female racer, at any of these drag strips?
yes. Like I said, we still don't get the respect that we deserve as women. We really don't. We never, I feel like will, in a man's eyes, be superior when it comes to anything manly. I also played basketball. I am very good at basketball, but you know, when you get out there and they're like, oh, she's a girl hooper, or oh, she's a girl racer. That is one of that's to me, not to say like it's disrespectful, but it's just like y'all ain't doing anything different. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean it's really not.
Mhm.
It's really not. I don't get the whole the. I don't know. It just I don't feel like that's respectful because it's just like we do this too, even though it's more of y'all out here, or that it gets broadcasted in that way because
yeah,
I've been racing for a while, but do I get the same type of uh I don't know, just you just don't get the same type of respect. That's all I'm gonna say. You really don't.
yeah. No, no, I'm with that 100%. But so as your defense lawyer, I'm going to be your defense lawyer today. All right. You just got hired. You just got the premier lawyer in the whole country. Okay. So I'm gonna defend you. So let me go ahead and defend you real quick. Okay. Your Honor, my client has already spoken, and on her behalf, I would like to say that there are a lot of men who don't even have cars that do a lot of talking. Okay,
Woo.
so a lot of the talk that you guys hear are from men that don't even have cars, that do not even race, and a lot of the talk are from men that have cars that claim that they're fast, but you've never seen them at the drag strip. So if we eliminate all of the guys with cars that don't line up at the drag strip, and all of the guys that don't have cars that do all of the talking, you would find that there is actually not a lot of chatter against these women racers.
Period.
I rest my
I like
case,
my
Your Honor.
lawyer. Yeah.
I rest my case.
Well said.
I
Well
rest my
said.
case.
Hey,
Eliminate the folk that ain't racing and the folk that claim they got a fast car, but you never see them at the track. Eliminate them and then see who's left talking. The serious racer is going to say, you know what? It don't matter who's behind the wheel. It don't matter who behind the wheel because last time I checked, red eye's a red eye, right?
Yep.
So
It's
let's
all
do
about the
this.
driver.
This is what we need to do. Hey, Rain, here's the experiment. I want to see you in your red eye, okay, against this loudmouth dude with his V6 Charger. I want to see y'all line up. You know what I'm saying? Since he's a man, then that shouldn't matter.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And like that's another thing that I try to explain to people. First of all, it's all about the driver, and Vin Diesel said it best. It does not matter what type of car you in. You can have a 10-second car, you can have a 6-second car. That does make a difference. But it does not
Yeah.
matter the type of car that you are in. It is literally about the driver. You can have someone who doesn't know what they are doing out there, and they have a whole 8-second car. But if you don't get out from the line, if you're sleeping on the line, so you got another driver error. You got people who go
Hmm.
out there and put all of this stuff in their cars, and they don't know how to operate them or use them, and they blow your clutch from too much nitrous and different things
Mm.
like that. So it's
Yeah.
a lot of people that don't really know the gist of it. And just because you have a fast car too, don't make you a good driver or a
Hmm.
fast driver. So
Hmm.
I don't, like I said, the discrepancy between women and men, I will never understand it as a female. I mean, I really won't because there's not a lot of things out here that men are doing that women aren't doing.
And I don't think you could have said it in any better than that. I mean, at the end of the day, when you line up, all that talk don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? That's what I love about racing, man. I think racing is kind of like boxing, right? In boxing, there's a lot of pre-fight hype, a lot of pre-fight talking, and I love that. I love the Floyd Mayweathers. I love those press conferences where they grab each other's collar and they selling tickets. And I love that in racing too, where you talk a little junk, talk your stuff. But at the end of the day, male, female, red eye,
mhm.
track halt, you name your favorite vehicle. When you line it up and all the variables are in play, we're gonna see at the end of the day, who's gonna be victorious.
Yes.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
the,
yeah,
the records speak, the track numbers speak for themselves.
yeah.
But like I said, and that's another thing though. And females, I feel like in the females that are now, do the racing who are in the car community, we don't have to beef. We do not have to beef. The
Nah,
guys go out to the track or go out to the court, they talk they shit, or sorry, they talk they stuff, and they move on. It's part of the game. It's part of what you
yeah.
do. As women, you feel like you guys get intimidated by another woman or another lady,
Mm,
or feel like feel like you have to be superior to her. I love everybody. I have fun doing what I do. I have fun when I get on the track and talk shit. I have fun when I get on the court and talk shit.
Yeah.
It's part of what we do. But as women, we start to take offense to that, and it don't. Like I said, it's no beef, no pun intended here. I mean, I don't know
Hmm.
what the other, the insecurities, and I feel like it just comes from women. But when the guys get out there and they lose, you shake hands and you call it a day. And if you shake hands, you do. You don't, you don't. But it's like
Hmm.
there's no beef in that. But when the women get out there, and I don't know if it's because the guys like to hype it up,
There
and
you go.
so it starts to make it seem like it's something other than what it is when it's not. And it's just
Yeah.
like I don't think a lot of them understood that,
Yeah.
and they don't understand it.
Yeah. It's a lot of dudes with feminine ways, and they like gossip. So what I've been seeing is a lot of dudes with feminine ways been hyping up, female versus female, and then they step back and then they want to see a fight, which is very corny, which is very immature, and it's a type of dude that's just got feminine ways. They probably watch a lot of soap operas. They probably watch a lot of Housewives of Atlanta. They probably wear heels, and if you want to wear heels, I'm just saying you can do that if you want to. I'm just saying that it's just a different type of dude that like to see two women go against each other. You know what I mean? Because it's plenty of guys that don't like each other in racing. So why are you highlighting the fact that these females don't like each other? Supposedly, you know what I'm saying? It's really just a bunch of dudes with feminine ways hyping up something. So as long as the females handle themselves in real life, it don't matter what nobody's saying on social media, man. Because this social media stuff, man, is cute. It's really
It's
cute.
cute.
It's so cute, man. I tell you, man, I've seen things on social media, man, and then when I pull up in person, I see a completely different person. when they roll up
For
on
sure.
when they roll up on you in person, well, you could have heard a million things on social media, and it's amazing. You don't hear nothing in person. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep the racing in person. Let's keep the junk talking fun. You know what I mean? And then let's keep these dudes with no cars and these dudes with the supposed fast cars and these dudes watching all these soap operas. Let's keep them in a little separate category to the side.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Now, me personally, I want to race. Now that I know that you a racer, I want to race you.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I want
Line
to. I
it
want
up.
to. I want to race you. I want to race you. I want to give all my friends the opportunity to laugh at me because in their see they weak minded because they gonna say you got beat by a girl. I'm gonna say I don't think the girl was running down the track. I think her car was running down the track. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get beat
Yes,
by
sir.
that car. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking
What type
forward
of
to
car
it.
do you have?
That don't matter. We just gonna line up. I want it don't matter what I'm driving. You just look. See now we about to argue.
That look,
Now
that ain't no, that be the type that when you get to the oh my gosh, and it be that one thing. One, I'll never race for money. I don't. I race for fun. I
okay.
race for entertainment, and I race for joy. So like last night in Chicago, and I didn't watch the video until we got back to the city. But when my cousin was recording, and he was I pulling out all this money, and I want to race her. First
Hmm.
of all, I'm not stupid. I
Hmm.
know one, you have a track hawk. My husband has a track hawk.
Hmm.
I know the difference between a regular Trackhawk and a tuned Trackhawk. I know the difference between off a line, how you can, the acceleration of all-wheel drive versus a rear-wheel drive. I know a lot of it. First of all, I don't bet money. I'll never bet money. But then when you start doing all the extra stuff,
Yeah.
it's just like it makes you less appealing to even race because, and then the guys would be like, "Oh, I don't have nothing done in my car," or "I can't tell you what's done in my car." Well,
Right.
what do you think? First of all, what do you think about the bet money for or bet anything for when I know you got some modifications and things done and you just
Yeah.
you out here acting like you don't? That'd be the type, and it'd be like, okay, move
Yeah.
along, move, keep moving. Because I mean, I'm not even gonna entertain it. Like I said, I race for fun. Everything I do in life is for fun. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna sit here. The only time I bet is if I go to a casino, and I've been one time in my life.
Uh,
Do I bet on basketball? Yeah, but it's like dinner and stuff because I'm very confident in my LeBron James. But when it comes to a
oh,
lot
see,
of things,
hold up. Can I interrupt you for a split second? I want to challenge you in hoops too.
you don't
We
want
gonna
to do that.
look. This is what we're gonna do. I'm going to go
Old
ahead.
school, you don't want to do that.
Listen
Oh,
what I'm
because you're
saying.
old school.
Man, I think I'm like 20 years older than Rain, so I respectfully take the old school because I take pride in that because a lot of folks still ain't here. Now, Miss Rain, how the competition gonna work. I'm gonna set the parameters. All right. So look, we're gonna take 20 shots from three. Best out of 20.
You don't. I'm a 3-point shooter. You don't want to do that.
Okay,
You
I'm
better off trying to drive it to the hole.
no. I don't want to do that because that's
Oh,
just
because I'm little. Wait, am I a female? Am I too little?
nah. I just think you even the playing field when you're taking shots. You know what I'm saying? It has nothing to do
That's
with
true.
physical because like, when I did hoop all the time, of course, okay, I want to just play one on one. I'm just gonna just back it down, back it down, back it down. Ain't no fouls in the game. I'm just back it down under the rim. That ain't no fun. You know what I'm saying? Like just back down,
For
and just
sure.
do all layups. I won't even shoot a sing. They used to get mad at me. Yo, I bet you won't shoot no jump shot. No, you 5'5", 110 pounds. I'm gonna back you into the paint. I'm gonna back you in from the top of the key all the way to the hoop, and I'm gonna lay it up. You know what I mean? So yeah. So we're challenging. I'm challenging you to 20 shots, alternating shots. So I take the first one. No, I'm sorry, ladies first. You take the first shot, miss that jump. Then I'm gonna take my first shot, and then we're gonna go there. You know what I'm saying? And New York says New York gonna be there too. So he want to challenge you to a game of horse.
A game of horse.
Yeah, game of horse. Let him go first now.
Y'all not ready for the court. I was giving y'all a track that y'all might be ready out here, but y'all ain't ready for the court. That's a whole different reign. That's a whole different person.
Woo!
Like if it wasn't back to, I would have been in the league. I had after ninth grade year, I had
Mm,
scholarships to Ohio State, UC,
mm,
and after ninth grade year, I tore my ACL. I started freshman as in high school, but then like I said, after the ACL tear, after the
mm,
children. I even went down to try out for overseas. It was 3 weeks after I had my son, and this was
mm,
3 years ago.
mm.
I wasn't ready for that AAU life no more. I wasn't in shape. But like I said, basketball, that's a whole nother game that y'all ain't ready for.
You know what's interesting, Rain? I don't even know if you realize this. We was talking about racing. You was very humble. You was very meek. You was very mild. As soon as we started talking about hooping, you put all that out the window. You pretty much told me that I don't have a chance. You pretty much told New York he ain't got a chance. Your whole demeanor changed, man. Where did your passion and love for basketball come from?
I've been playing basketball since I was 6 years old. I have I mean, that's been my number one pride. I hope to see my son or my daughter play. I hope to coach them outside of what I plan on doing with the car stuff. Basketball is my number one joy. Um, I haven't got the time to get myself back into the gym and to do the
Mm,
different things that I want to do to get back in shape where I feel like I need to be. I mean, every time I go out and run and do the 3 miles and try to get my time and stuff back down,
mm,
I feel like it just escaped. So basketball for me, my dream didn't become a reality, even though I know it still could if I wanted to. I'm still only 24. If I wanted to go try out after I conditioned for a whole year straight, I could definitely do it. But my passion, my grind at this point, my focus ain't even into basketball, but that is a hobby that'll never leave. Once you're a hooper, I feel like you can always be one. Those just the skills that I've developed on, but I've been in the basketball my whole life. So yeah, and the only reason I say this, the only reason I'm not the same on the track and when it comes to racing as I am with the basketball is because I know against tuned cars, unless you are a driver error, you'll win. I get that to you. But when I know me and I know basketball, I'm not gonna get that to you. So I'll let people pop their shit for a little bit longer until I actually get into the performance mods and the tuning and all that stuff. But once I get into them mods, then I'll pop my shit like I do at basketball. But I know that I ain't gonna win them all at that. But I know I'm gonna win them all in basketball. Ask my husband how many times I done beat him in the court.
I'm definitely gonna ask him. Don't give me permission to ask somebody a question. I'm sure gonna ask him, and whether he tell us or not, I think we kind of already know the answer. If you're saying go ahead and ask him, I think we kind of already know what the answer is, man. But I love the passion that you're displaying for basketball, man. And I've been looking at your Instagram and watching your moves over the last couple days or whatnot, and basketball was so far away from the things that I've been seeing. So it's really amazing to hear the whole no pun intended how you shifted gears on me. You know what I'm saying? You dropped it down in third and gave me a little bit of extra juice, man, when you didn't have to do that. You really didn't have to do that. You could have said, well, we'll see what happens. You didn't even do that. You was like, oh, no, it's over.
Hey, I'm
It's over.
already looking at my schedule now on this car tour to figure out when I'm be out.
Oh, somebody probably calling. Somebody's probably calling her. Yeah, somebody's probably calling her on the phone.
I want to see some hoop
Yeah, I'm gonna put it
videos.
on.
Okay. Yeah, you said you want to see some hoop videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know,
I
man.
want to see
Look,
some hoop videos.
well, she snapped, didn't she? When I said, "Hey, I don't forget the track." I said, "Yo, I want to hoop." She snapped and she
Yeah,
let me know what time it was, man. I got nothing but respect for that, man. Like she didn't hesitate. It was no
nah,
hesitation.
confidence. That's how you know she is for sure a hooper. Like you can hear in her verbiage, her voice, how everything shifted. That she's confident in her, basketball skills, man. So I look, I'm curious to see how everything gonna go down, man. The
Yeah.
1-on-1 3-point shootout.
Hey, yeah. Again, I wanted to take the physicality out of it, right? So if we just play alternating shots, man, top of the key or anywhere on the 3-point line, man, that kind of takes out oh, I'm just gonna lean in physically, you know what I'm saying? Or if she was bigger than me, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like if she was bigger than me and I got a better shot, but she backed me down under the hoop and then I'm just helpless, you know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, we want to eliminate that, man. Let me see if hey Rain, can you hear us?
Yeah, I forgot to put my phone on do not disturb. So when somebody called, then I said, "Oh, I'm gonna put it on airplane mode so they can't call again." But then that cut off my Wi-Fi services, so I'm a little bit special.
Yeah. Hey,
But
so your camera's off right now. Hey, so you might want to, I don't know, go out and come back in, and then we'll keep it rolling. Yeah. 'Cause we can't see you right now. All right, so I'm gonna put you on back in the studio real quick. Hold on. All right, there we go. So we got her on pause right there as she hits reset, man. And again, I want to thank everybody for coming to Car Talk TV, man. It's your main man, E Vapors, and who I got beside me. Who is that? Who's that young
Man,
brother over there?
it's your boy Carl Sherrell. Go give some shout outs while we waiting, man.
Yeah, man. We got New York. New York and your cities in here. You got Kick It with Alvin is in here. Was that Helene Olsen? Shane L is in here. Who else is in here? I'm scrolling back right now. Car Guy Court was in here. I know he had to bounce. He said he had to go to work. Let me see. Keep scrolling. Janice Challenger is in here.
Mm-hmm.
Scroll back.
Euro auto
Euro.
I got AB.
And AB is in here, man. Auto Bez is in here. They all are in here. There you go. Miss Rain is back. You back, Miss Rain? Can you hear me? Uh-oh. I don't know if she can hear us or not. Let me see. Can you hear me?
Can you hear us?
Hey, can you hear us? I don't think she can hear us. Yeah. She probably gonna have to adjust her settings. Yeah. Yeah, man.
Just a little technicalities, man. Y'all
Yeah, a
know
little
how I do.
technicalities. We'll get it straight. We'll get it
Yeah.
straight, man. We got New Yorkers in here. Car guy. He said salute the car guy court. Yeah. All right. Can you hear us? Yeah. She'll get it straight. She'll get it straight, man. There you go. We'll let her. We'll try that again. Let's see. All right. Can you hear us? Can you hear us? Oh, I hear something. Omar was that? Oh man, I'm gonna mess the name all up. I'm gonna say Omar J. How about that? Omar J is in here, man, coming in with the salute. But we're talking to Rain underscore love 23. That's what she goes by on Instagram, man. She has a really dope customized rap Hellcat Red Eye Challenger, man, and it's just a dope design, man. It gives you those I like to call them like Miami vibes, man. It gives you that, that Florida feel to it, man. So and I know, and real, I know you've seen the rap too, man. I know you've seen the car.
Yeah,
And
I definitely want to get into that too. Like, you know, the rap, how she came up with it, and I
yeah,
mean, when it comes
yeah,
to cars, you know, she got the red eye, so that's like the top of the top. And being, you know, at her early age, like, dang, you know, how you come in the
yeah,
game like that?
yeah. So Rain, you good? You can hear us now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right, cool,
Sorry.
cool, cool. So we want to get back to the cars, man, because you know we want to. I think you have a slight advantage on the hoop court based on your resume. So we're gonna fall back real quick. We're gonna respectfully. I'm trying to get to a place where I might feel like I have an advantage. So let's get back to the track. So
Gotcha.
we know you've been met with resistance in the past, you know, as far as getting these races and stuff done, man. So guess what? You're not getting met with resistance from your main man E Vapors, man. I'm learning what I can learn about racing. I got my feet wet for the first time in Memphis last October. Went to Dallas, got my feet wet again, and now I feel like, you know what? It's time for me to come out here and race. You asked what car I was gonna be racing with earlier, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, so the first car that I'm going to be racing with on a consistent basis is going to be a 2021 Model Y Tesla. So it's full electric, full electric. It's going to be fun, and I want to race you for several reasons, right? Because I want to document like how fast or how not I ain't gonna say slow because it's a fast car. You know, like
Hmm.
how much did the Hellcat stock red eye beat it by? Man, it only beat it by a half a second, only beat it by, 1 second. You know, and I think it's important to document this as the world is making adjustments as far as, you know, how they're using energy. I don't know if you're aware, there's been a lot of talk of these new restrictions that are coming out, different laws as far
Yeah.
as internal combustible
Moody.
engines. Yeah, right. Exactly, exactly. So I think it's good for people to kind of get a glimpse of the future, you know. So when Rain lines up her Hellcat red eye versus my no red eye Model Y Tesla with a baby seat in the back, um,
I got a
it's
baby
going.
seat in the back too.
Yeah, I have one baby seat in the back. I will. Yeah, I ordered it, so it hasn't gotten here yet. So I ordered my car March 31st, and
Okay.
I don't know if there's been like a shortage of parts around the world with manufacturers as far as making cars. So my car literally would have been here in April because I ordered it March 31st, but it's been pushed back to the end of this month, and hopefully I'll have it by the end of this month or by mid June. So once I have it in hand, I will send you a inbox. Okay, I'm gonna send you an
Yes,
inbox,
sir.
and I'm gonna hand write a note with the 0 to 60 time on there. Hey, real. I'm not gonna type it. I'm gonna hand write a note and take a picture of it, and I'm gonna
Oh, that's
inbox
old
you.
school.
Yeah, it's old school. You see, right?
I was catching your drift.
If I had an address, I would write a letter and mail it to you. You know what I'm saying? And be like, and 0 to 60. That's the only thing that's gonna be inside the letter. I'm gonna waste the whole stamp and envelope. You open it up, it's gonna say 0 to 60. That's the only thing you need to know. And then you'll be like, okay, well, here's my schedule. Here's my schedule. Here's where I'm going to be at because you're pretty mobile, right? Do you and your husband travel around to different tracks?
Yes, I will actually send you our tour. Because yes, we are traveling. Our tour keeps changing. Not to say like it's changing, but better events or better publicity or better content, different things. So our tour keeps trying to kind of switching based off of what's going on in the car scene. So we had a set tour at the beginning, but we adding and modifying and different things like that. So as it updates, we will keep it updated so that people know where we're gonna be and when we're gonna be there. But
Okay.
yeah, we are full time travel. So my address is Moody Cat. You can send it right to her.
Okay, y'all hear that, man? If y'all got any fan mail that you want to send in, send it straight to Moody Cat. And speaking of Moody Cat, where did that name derive from? Moody Cat.
Whew. So when I first got the car, I had named her. It was white, so basic, Snow White. She's not basic. She will never be basic. I am quite moody. I am really moody. If my husband say it, but no. So it's that Moody Cat. She's a red eye, so it's already the cat, but coming with that whole edge of I'm feisty, just a little bit. So I had to just call her Moody Cat because she's sassy, moody, and ratchet. A little bit.
Gotcha.
That's
So if by chance, not if by chance, so when we race, we're at the post race press conference. All right. Now I'm gonna do my version as if I won, and then I want you to do your version as if you're stepping up to the podium for the post race, and you know, and how you plan on responding. Okay. Or would you like to
gotcha.
go first?
Oh, I can go first.
Okay. Yeah. You won the race. Just by I don't know what happened. Something
Oh, I
happened.
did one. I won the race.
You won the
I
race. I
won the
don't know.
race.
You won the race. So this is imaginary. No, this is not real. Okay. You won the race. So let me hear you stepping up to the podium. I want to hear what you had to say about the race with e-vapors and the electric car.
Got it. I told y'all this before. I'll tell y'all this again. It only took a driver error.
That's it.
That was the end. That was
That
the
was
end.
it.
That's all it took.
Wow.
It
So
only took a driver error. I did that.
it took a driver's error. Okay. Was the error lining up? Period. Is that what my error was, or did I
Oh,
make a mistake
oh no,
on the track?
you was there. You was there. You just slept on Moody Cat a little too much, and
Right.
you thought you was just gonna give me a head start, or only do threes, or whatever the case may be. But you slept on Moody Cat just a little too much because you already knew what you were coming with.
Right, and I caught that L because I slept on you. I caught that L, and that's just what it is.
We lined it up again, and you caught that L again.
And I caught the L again. Wow, I caught two L's. Same day.
Same day. We
Oh
we
man.
go right back around. You circle right back around. You don't go home.
Back
You don't
Oh
to
go
right.
home.
back
Oh man.
L's.
Back to back L's. She done gave the king back to back L's. Man. Okay. Let me hear you on the second win. This is a press conference on the second win. You just won again.
I just won again.
Go.
I'm trying to figure out if you was just scared to line it back up, or if you was just. I mean, I don't know. The first time I thought she was just sleeping, but I guess Moody Cat did her thing. You can't state. I mean, these are facts. These are track receipts. I have the receipt.
Ooh.
I don't know.
You're gonna have more than receipts because people like New York in your city, his camera gonna be rolling and he gonna be live, so you
Got
can't
the
delete it.
footage. You
You,
can't.
you can't. It's live. It already happened. It's out there. New York done did it live, so you can't delete it. It's
Yes.
it's it's a wrap. You know what I mean? That's how New York do. He always got the cameras out, man, and get it done. So now let's
And he's
let's.
streaming. He ain't editing it.
No, he's not editing nothing. So the full race on that, you can't even pretend like you didn't. Hey, E Vapors, man, she caught you with two L's, man. Like he said, back to back goose eggs. That's what New York said right here. So look, so now it's my turn. We're just gonna say, in this version of the story, of the fishing story. You know how fishing stories change. Big fish, little fish. So here we go. I won the race. We talking about the first race. I won the race. All right, so I'm coming up to the mic, man. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, thank y'all for coming to the press conference, man. It's not often that y'all get to hear my voice. I don't do a lot of these press conferences. I'm very, humble, mild, and meek, and I don't do a lot of this talking. All right, but I had to come to the mic for this right here. Reason being, Rain talked so much stuff before the race. I generally don't get mad. I don't. I'm cooler than the other side of the pillar. I generally don't get mad. I got mad this time. I'm not gonna lie to you. I got in my feelings. I feel like one of them dudes that watch soap operas all the time and talk about female racers and get them against each other. I'm feeling like them right now. But today, Team E Vapors Tesla Racing was victorious. Okay, we were victorious, and we're about to line it up again. So if she's willing to do it again, I don't know. Can y'all find her? Where she's at? Where is she at? Oh, there she go. Okay, all right. You want to line it up again? All right. So, all right, boom. So we got that out of the way. That was my first press conference. It wasn't too bad, was it, Ryan?
New York, I need that bruh button real quick. Bruh.
Hey, E Vapors, here's the crazy part before you go into your second one, man. Y'all really gonna race.
Yeah.
So whoever wins or loses, this clip is going to be replayed.
Oh, New York already done formulated his show already. He
Bruh.
already done got his show ready to he gonna go in. He gonna go in on help me help you. Let all of us help E Vapors.
Look,
let's help this brother out. You know what I'm saying? He caught two L's. You know what I'm saying?
somebody is going to end up on Help Me Help You. It's going to be one of you guys.
It's
Don't
gonna
know
be
who
me.
it's going to be.
It's gonna be somebody, but I guarantee
I ain't
if
gonna point no fingers or no elbows.
no, don't do that. Don't do that. We just gonna say somebody, okay? So now in my final scenario, okay, we raced the second time. I was victorious on the second time. All right, here we go. I'm stepping to the podium. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that didn't take long. I'm back. We circled back around. She was a little more feisty this time because she said something like, "I cheated on the first race." I couldn't barely hear, because she got a nice Hellcat. It was rumbling. I couldn't hear. My car's quiet. I mean, all electric. Didn't make a single noise, but I couldn't really hear her over her engine. So the second race, she actually got out the hole before I did. She actually got out the hole before I did because what I was doing, I was adjusting my rearview mirror. That way I could get a good look at her, for this second race. And she got out on me. And then I went ahead and took off and overtook her. And I'm victorious a second time. But this time, you know what? I'm going to humble myself. I'm going to say, Rain, thank you for racing me. And I'll see you in the next city to city on your tour. You don't run from me. I will be there.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Let me let you know something real quick.
Yes, ma'am.
If you get off on me, I keep telling you, I got backup. My husband, my whole bodyguard. Don't make me pull the track hawk out. We
Oh,
we we don't get
that's
off on me.
That's not fair. So how you gonna go pull the track hawk out and I'm sitting over here on an electric vehicle? I ain't even talking about the fastest Tesla that they make. I'm talking about, the mid, fastest Tesla that they have. You gonna go pull out the
You
track hawk?
still electric. You still all electrical. You still all electrical. But we don't take L's too lightly. We
Okay.
don't take them too lightly.
So y'all break out the big gun. So basically, instead of breaking out a fly swatter for a fly, y'all go get a hammer. Y'all gonna kill the
You gotta blow it up.
y'all gonna kill the fly with the hammer. That's just not fair, man. Just go get the fly swatter, man. Don't do me like that. Yeah, man. No, but real talk. So we will line it up. That's gonna be fun. Again, like you said, you race for fun. I like to race for fun too. But at some point, I'll be racing for funds as well. FUNDS. So while me and you racing for fun, I'm gonna find a way to race for some funds. But I would like to put something on this race. I got a proposal for you, Rain. Rain, bring it back, Rain. I know I'm cutting up. Bring it back a little bit. I got a wager for you, Rain. It's not money.
Uh-huh.
I
Uh-huh.
want to race you for the New York in your city Ladies Night Trophy. Yes, that we going
What?
we going I'll make it. New York in your city Ladies Night Trophy. The winner gets the New York in your city coveted Ladies Night Trophy. We racing for the New York in your city Ladies Night Trophy. I
And you know
want
I'm
that
coming
trophy.
from it because I'm a lady. I'm a lady. I'm
I like
coming for it.
I've liked ladies my whole life, so I'll cherish the trophy in a different way. You know what I'm saying? Like I got two daughters, a wife, so we'll be able to say, hey, baby, I won this for you. This is the New York in your city Ladies Night Trophy.
Oh man, I gotta meet your wife because I gotta first be able to come to her first and be like, "You're dope. Your husband is dope." But I had to break it down to him and let him know that you just wasn't gonna be able to get it because it was. I took it from him. He couldn't win
Wow,
it for you.
wow. That's all right. I like that. I got respect for you. One thing I say about you, Rain, you don't mix your words. You don't bite your tongue. Where did you get that from? Is that something that you inherited from family, or is that something that you kind of developed over time in life?
I'm gonna have to say over time in life, I have, just because I wanted to openly express myself a little bit on this show because a lot of people, like I said, yeah, I didn't know about the basketball. That page is strictly just a card page. So to know the real me, a
Yeah,
lot of people don't know the real me.
yeah,
So I figured, I grew up, and would say a broken home. I grew up like a lot of people just, uh, I could say I grew up in the streets.
yeah,
Literally grew up in the streets. Dropped out of high school, as I mentioned. After my freshman year, after my ACL, things went down. I
yeah,
dropped out of high school. I got pregnant. I surprisingly went back to high school senior year, graduated on time, went to college from there. But everything built me to be how I am, built me to be as strong as I am.
yeah,
I was in and out of the system. I Um, I've been through a lot. So the strength that I have, it literally came from me. What turned my life around was getting pregnant and having my daughter, and knowing that I wasn't gonna take her through the same thing that I went through. So to just grow up in that type of, I built everything for myself. The strong, the strong will, the I will, don't bite my tongue. You gotta you gotta fend for yourself. America is hard. America we don't have the freedom that we really think that we have. So
Mhm.
like I said, you just gotta you gotta just build on that, and I'm tough because of me. So
Yeah, yeah, and with that toughness, man, I salute you. I definitely salute you for um, going through adversity, and not just going through adversity. You're making use of the adversity. When you go through stuff in life and you don't use it now, I think it's a waste. You have to channel that energy, because I think if you don't channel the energy, you'll that energy will turn into anger and resentment, and you'll spend more time being angry and resentful instead of moving forward and putting plans down and creating businesses and moving forward. And what it looks like, from what I've, the conversation that myself and Carshall had with you, it seems like you guys got your own business, man. Talk about the things that you're doing in business as an entrepreneur. And since you call me old school, as a young entrepreneur, yeah, I said it. As a young, I'm trying to get you as a young entrepreneur. Tell us what you got going on as a young entrepreneur.
So I always knew that I wasn't gonna work for someone. Mind you, I went through between 16 and shoot 17. I'm gonna just give you 1 year. I went through 15 serving jobs. I have a low tolerance for disrespect toward me. I don't care what level that you are on. I have a low tolerance for disrespect. I feel like everyone's equal. Whether you're an adult, whether you're a child, that respect is gonna come not because of age, just because this is just how you respect someone. You will never just get respect from me off you being an elderly, off you being anything. We so I say that to say I wrote my first book in the first grade. Actually had it
Wow.
published.
Man.
I have a picture of my very first business card that I did when I was 8 years old. I always knew that I was going to work for myself. It was just how to get to that point or what to do. And then I also had a purpose for giving back. My husband and I graduated from University of Cincinnati with criminal justice degrees. We got married that same year we graduated and went on our honeymoon, bought a whole house in Florida on our honeymoon. And we knew we were leaving Cincinnati and we were going to start a life for ourselves. We actually had plans to do criminal justice. Um, that didn't work when we got down there. I mean, they basically lied to us about them not accepting our degrees in the OPATA, which they did in Florida, but the company lied to us. That basically opened up many doors for God to bless us.
Mm.
We have been 3 years not had to work for anyone. We make six figures, and it's off of just honestly, little businesses, little trades. We started off doing in college, Lyft, DoorDash, that type of stuff. We bought our house. We knew that we didn't want to give up our house, so we turned it into an Airbnb. Started doing the vacation rentals. Then we got our RV. Started doing just any type of rentals. So that's kind of where we started with that. But then the main scale of how we got into the car business. We wanted to give back. Giving back was very important to me because there's a lot of underprivileged youth. I wanted to do the reason that I wanted to do criminal justice was to make a difference in the world. I realized that in a corrupt system, in a corrupt justice system, I'll never be able to make that difference. I won't be able to be that change no matter how much of an impact that I want it to be. I realized that the youth was the future. My children are the future. Tupac said it. I
Right.
mean, a lot of people have said the youth are the future. We have to invest in them and invest in our babies. So I wanted to create generation wealth, or not to say me and my husband both. I'm very
Yeah.
strong on the business side, so you'll hear I a lot, but
Yeah.
it's not to take away from everything we do together. So we wanted to create generational wealth for our babies, for our children. And we tried to do a youth arena. We tried for 2 years after getting different funding, getting turned down for funding and different things because in America they want to see a change right now,
Hmm.
not what a change can look like in 10 years. Everything that we've been through, it ain't just happened overnight. All the shootings, all of the ratings, it ain't all happen overnight. So it ain't gonna happen. A change ain't gonna happen overnight. And that's what I feel like our justice system, our police departments, and different people want to see is what can we do right now? Nothing's happening right now. So we got turned down after trying for, almost 2 years after trying to do the youth arena. We got turned down. So I basically turned that into we gonna still the same mission is always gonna be the same is to give back, but how are we gonna do this now? Um, Platform of cars was the biggest way that I felt like that we could do that change or make that difference. We love cars. Our children love the cars. I mean, if you hear my son, he won't even get in our Hondas. He want to go in the room room. And I'm like,
Yeah.
listen, little baby. But it was we wanted to give back doing a platform that we love. The car community seems to become negative sometimes, and is only meant for not to say meant for negative, but it has started to go downhill. I see a lot of older people say that the car scene ain't what it used to be. So trying to just use the platform that we love to do something that we still want to do. So last year I did our first ladies race event because mind you, I'm still
Wow.
for empowering women.
Yeah.
I love to empower women. I feel like we don't get that. We're not on the same scale as man, even in the regular 9 to 5s or in the regular CEOs and that type of the real world. We're not. We don't get that same type of respect, that same type of level. So I feel like empowering women to me, on top of doing something for the youth, I get to do all of it in one. So the car show we did last year, I planned in a month. It wasn't as big as I wanted it to be, and we started off small at a smaller track. But this year, I'm doing our second annual one. I've seen my love Helena on here, which races at West Palm Beach track every weekend almost. That's my girl. But we talked, and we're definitely doing West Palm Beach. We're doing our second annual one at West Palm Beach Racetrack, December 11th this year. This year's going to be way bigger than it was last year. We got a lot of promoting going on, starting with the ticket sales now and the different things. But just I can see from 4 months ago, 5 months ago, I'm much bigger in this platform than I was then. And so trying to brand, that's why we sold our home to basically travel full time and to give everything we had into this. Because when you have a goal, I mean, like I said, you have to, it's not, if you're not giving 100%, then what are you giving? So it's just like we sold our home, got rid of the Airbnb, and are taking a risk, and just like the risk we took moving to Florida, to really just to do what we want to do and to make that change that we want to change. So we're starting off. The nonprofit will be CARS. It's called Caring About Restoring Society. The second annual ladies race is going to be one of our biggest events, and it's the second one. But it's a lot that we have in tune to the business side of what we're doing. But said we're just we out here grinding and just trying to make it like everybody else. But God, my purpose is to give back, and that's what I'm gonna do.
Man, that's
Brother.
big, man. And as soon as you said business, man, it immediately made me think about my co-host, Carsha Rail, man. Like, he's been an entrepreneur before I was, man. So Rail, if you don't mind, kind of piggybacking on that whole entrepreneurial thing that you have going on, that we all three of us have going on now, but you just been doing it for so long, man. Just piggyback on her comment.
I mean, just to really piggyback on it, first and foremost, a big salute to you. Big salute.
Appreciate
I
it.
mean, it's not easy, taking that leap of faith, from leaving a steady paycheck that you get, every week or every 2 weeks, to just jumping out there when you don't have, and in your case scenario, moving, selling a home, with not with just blueprints of something that you think that you can pull off. It's not 100% guaranteed, but you think can pull off. So, me as an entrepreneur myself, I know how the journey can be. Look, E-Vape, he's shaking his head. He know how the journey could be. He walked away from 6 figures. So, you guys out here doing it, making it, big salute, and people hearing your story and your background, it makes it even more sweeter. Because a lot of times when people see people with these big, nice cars, they think that they always was on the up and up. They always was on the straight and arrow. Maybe their parents, provided them a good living, and they just took the gems from their parents, and they doing it that's why they doing it at a young age at 24, because she had rich parents, and her rich parents set her up, and she had a business at 17, and
I
now she's
wish.
24,
Here,
25, and she 8 years in business. That's how she did it. No, no, no. It was different. So look, I don't even have any words to piggyback off it, but as far as I'm concerned, big salute to you. Man, you guys are just touching the surface. Just touching the surface. I'm 37, he's 47, and we both are looking at you like, damn, her and her husband is 24?
Yeah.
Man, by the time they're in their 30s, 40s, 50s, their life is going to be crazy. Just keep going. That's all I got to say. Just keep going. Don't give up.
I
Even in tough
appreciate it.
times, keep going. Y'all got kids as well. Man, salute to y'all. I ain't got nothing else.
Yeah,
I
no.
appreciate it. I definitely do.
Yeah, no, it's really encouraging to see. Like, it's one thing to hear stories of people that are making moves, making waves at an early age, but to actually see it and to now actually to have a conversation with you, and to hear the rise of success that you're experiencing when it easily could have been the other way around based on the tidbits that you did share with us, with your upbringing. Um, what are some of the things that you're going to tell your two kids, to avoid in this world as far as just surviving? Period.
So, the biggest thing I want to teach my kids, because I don't want them to be spoiled. I don't want them, like, do I want to create generational wealth so that they don't have to, if they choose not to go to college, if they choose to create their own businesses or whatever they want to do, I want them to have that options, and it's not something it's a must. With my children, I want to teach them that you do work hard for the things that you deserve. Like, do I want my kids to be able to, do I want to be able to buy my kids the things that they desire? Yes, I do. But do I want my children to know the the value of working for your stuff as well? Yes, because everything, ain't nothing in life handed to you, ain't nothing in life given to you. You have to work for it, you have to grind for it. So with my kids, it's like, even if we do create that wealth for them and to be able to put them in positions where they'll never have to need, want, lack anything, is accomplishment on my end. But that's still not to let them slack off to, oh, I got this because my mom and my daddy. What? You crazy? My kids keep talking about, my daughter's 6 years old. Mommy, when I get your red eye, when you get my red eye, what did
Oh
you do to
man.
get this red eye? What you? So it's like, I don't want them to ever lack the principle. I'm a principle person. I've always been a principle person. To teach them the I can't think of the word that I'm looking for, but just to teach them the
I think
I don't
principles,
know,
the teaching the principles in
of
life.
life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
standards in life. You want to teach them the proper standards in life. Self-respect. You want to all those different adjectives, man. Can apply to that situation, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Myself, I'm a father of two, and I mentioned this to you before. I have a 2-year-old, and I have a 7-year-old, and they're both little girls. So it's hugely important to me to show them role models that look like them. I don't look like them. I'm a man. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that I can fulfill every need and every role that my daughters have. Only women are going to be able to fulfill certain roles in their lives. So, do you ever find yourself um, making tough decisions, things that you want to do, and you don't do them because you're concerned about the role model status that you have with your kids and maybe other ladies out there?
Yeah, so to touch on that, which is why when I feel comfortable with telling my story, I'll eventually tell my story, but I don't want my kids to you practice what you preach. My parents didn't do a lot of that. Practice what you preach. So when I say that, I don't want them to know what I did, for the simple fact that, oh, she did it so I can do it and get to where she's at, because it don't work like that. Everybody can't get over it, can't overcome what I've been through. So when it speaks of a role model, I have a boy and a girl. I can teach my daughter how to be a girl. My husband is very important to remain a two family home for me, and to be married one time and this is it, because I've seen a lot different, from my dad being married several times, to the females in and out of my life because of my dad, to not having that relationship with my mama because of that, how those females treated me. So I feel like it's important for that two family household. I feel like it is important to raise them. I can't teach my son the things that his daddy is going to be able to teach him as a man, because my sister's out here raising two boys, and she almost losing her mind, because it's just like, you can't teach that. You can't teach men how to be men, or boys how to be men. My husband can't teach a girl how to do the just to be a woman. And it's like, to not need, like I said, I don't want you to have to. I want you to look at your mama and daddy and know that's what I look for when I grow up. This is the type of man that I want, the type of marriage that I want, the type of, so it's important for us. And we're young married, and it is hard. Like, no, this ain't easy, this ain't no walk in the park. Don't and it gets hard. I mean, we go to our bishop, we pray on things that, when times get real rough. We've been through a lot. We were young, so it's not easy. But I just want my children to be able to look at us and be like, this is what a woman is supposed to do. Look at my mama. This is what a man is supposed to do. Look at my daddy. And that's really what we work hard for, is to be able to be the role models in our children's life, to put them in situations and see different people in their life. And we don't have time for the negative. We don't have time for any of that, because y'all will just become an influence on what we don't want. So I mean, it's I've had to make a lot of tough decisions, and just in my life, and I just feel like it's it's hard. But yeah, just as a role model, I want to be that role model for my kids. I want him to be that role model for our kids.
Yeah, no, that's real talk, man. And again, it sounds so profound coming from, a 24-year-old. And but what I do know about life, man, certain experiences will give you the wisdom of a 50-year-old by the time you're 18, by the time you're 15, depending on what you've been through. And just from what I'm hearing from you, without even knowing specific details, I can see you've been through a lot. I can tell you've been through things that the average person would crumble under. You know what I'm saying? So I want to tell you, I'm proud of you. Look, you made it. As painful as those things can be from the past, when we think about them sometimes, man, guess what? You made it. All the people that tried to crush you, that tried to prevent you from being great, guess what? They didn't. They failed in their mission. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause sometimes we'll start thinking about those things from the past, and then we'll get down. But you got to just pick your head up, and be like, guess what, man? I made it. I'm still here. I'm still standing. I'm still strong. I'm still able to, be even better. And look, and continue to make mistakes. Let's not sweep that under the rug. Continue to make mistakes, Rain. You and your husband make those mistakes, figure them out, work them out, and continue to get better. You know what I'm saying? And
Yes,
on,
sir.
on that on that whole note of family, do you ever find it difficult balancing being an entrepreneur, going out to these track events, marketing your business, marketing your social media? You ever find it a hard to balance family time, with the kids, with the husband? You ever find that challenging in your travels? Uh-oh, did we lose audio? We might have lost. I don't think you can hear us. Maybe she's gonna have to Oh, barely. I barely heard you. Maybe you got to reset, go out and come back in. Yeah, maybe you should go out and come back in. Yeah, y'all know how Bluetooth gets sometime, man. You can hear us. We can't hear you. Okay, all right. I'm gonna close it. Let me see. Let's close that. So we'll let her get that adjusted, man. Hey, and Carshow, the question that I'm asking is that balance, man. What are some of the things that you have to do as far as scheduling, man, to help work on that balance?
Yeah, I'm definitely curious about that. Seems like she got a lot on her plate too.
Yeah,
That's a great question.
yeah. Let me see real quick. Oh, can you hear us? Can you hear us? All right, so let me make sure I'm gonna message her to close and come back. Close it, like yeah. Close it. There you go. We'll have her close out and come back in real quick, man. I know for me, man, finding that balance, can definitely be difficult. When you're trying to like literally be your best and give your all, and that's even being your best and giving your all, to your family. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? You're gonna find times to where, hey, I need to, get back on my grind on the business side. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm guilty of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely guilty of that for sure, for sure. And I do what I can to make amends for it. You know, and I know you do the same thing on the whole balance of business, family, and all the above.
Yeah, you just gotta do the best you can, man. There's no such thing as work-life balance. There's no such thing of it. Having it properly balanced. Something
Yeah,
gonna always be, lopsided, this, that. You just gotta do the best you can, whatever works for you and your household.
yeah. Hey, can you hear us, Rain? Can you hear us? I don't think she can hear it. Let's see. Yeah, 'cause we gonna get to that question. We gonna get that answer. We're gonna get that answer. Yeah, hey Carson, see if you can on let me hit the
Okay.
yeah, look, send a little message to her to yeah, let's see, close out. Come back in. All right, let's see. All right, so I'm gonna close that. And but yeah, just like New York just said, man, you do the best you can. That's all you can do. Do the best you can. Everybody out here trying to grind. Everybody trying to hustle. Everybody trying to make their money just like the next person. And it's easy to get caught up in traveling, in business, in being the best, in grinding. Or sometimes it's easy to get caught up in, man, I'm sitting at the house on the couch with my family. But then you want grinding type results in business. You gotta find that happy medium. You gotta find
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Gotta find it. I want it all. I want to be the best dad, best husband. I want to be the best in business. You know what I'm saying? I want to make the most money that I can make. I want to make my portion. I don't want to make your portion. You know what I'm saying? Because your money has nothing to do with mine. I want to make the money I'm supposed to make. You know what I mean? But I'm definitely always seeking to find that good balance.
Hmm.
Yeah, for sure. Let me see if I don't know if she saw the message or not. Hey, Rain, can you hear us? Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
No.
No. Hey, close it. Close it. Yeah, let me see if she closed. I don't think she hasn't closed all the way out yet. I'm gonna say, hey, check. There you go. There you go. She closed it that time. So I believe just like she did last time, she closed it and then came back in. We definitely want to all right, here she goes. She coming back in. Let's see. All right. You
Yes,
back? You
I
can you hear
am
us?
here. Yes.
All right,
Cool.
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 I think you just needed to close out and come back in, man. When you using these things on mobile, it's always something, man. Especially we dealing with technology, man. But I just wanted to make sure that we got your answer on the question was literally basically saying, as you guys are traveling from city to city, state to state, doing all these great things in business, do you ever find it challenging to spend that quality family time? And what are some of the things that you guys have in place to make sure you're getting that family time versus just putting it on the back burner?
So, originally when we set up the tour, when we planned on selling the house and setting it up, I'm very planned. I don't work off of not knowing because I hate chaos. So we had it set up to every week we were going to be in a different city, a different area, and Monday through Wednesday we'll hit the little Lyft, DoorDash, work a little bit, make a little side money. Fridays is strictly for family day. We even started the kids a little YouTube channel to basically, I want to show my kids the world. So Friday is their day. Saturday and Sunday is whatever the car event or whatever's going on. So the challenges behind that is some people know when February 26th, right before we kicked off traveling in April, my husband's Trackhawk was stolen from Atlanta when we stopped at a hotel down in Atlanta. We got
Wow.
there at 12 a.m., came out at 7 a.m., and that car was gone. I'm not a fan of gap insurance. For everyone that says, "Oh, I hope you got gap. I hope you got gap." Yes, we have it, but gap is so you don't take any more L's. We took several L's with that first track hawk, putting as much down. That's why we usually don't put a lot down on different things. You live and you learn from that.
Yeah.
But so we took almost a $20,000 loss between that one and getting a new one, and still trying to pay the difference so that it don't report wrong on your credit. The good guy always loses sometimes, but we were still paying on it for 3 months because they screwed us over and put the real title in the
Mm.
car, and they said that was on us. So it was a lot that went from that. Our travels didn't happen exactly how we wanted to because of the cushion that we had and that we lost. We had just packed up all of our stuff from our house, and it was all in the Trackhawk.
Hey,
Keep your circle close, real
wow.
small, because I feel like it was someone who knew what we had going on, even the people that we knew in Atlanta and stuff. Because for
Yeah.
you to know that we had so much stuff in that car in our entire life, because everything else was packed up in a pod.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know the Trackhawks. You don't know that them are Trackhawks unless you really see that car. So we feel like we were followed. Count your blessings again, because we could have been taken, could have done it at gunpoint. We had our kids in the car.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of slowed down how our travel was supposed to be. We had to readjust our plan, readjust different things. So our travel has not kicked off how we wanted it to yet. Hopefully June, because we stepped back May to take some step backs from shows to kind of set everything up how it's supposed to be set up for June to go harder. The third quarter of the year, um, but or second quarter, but
Yeah. Yeah.
um, that's how it was supposed to be set up. The difficulties is our daughter is 6. We had to Corona already messed up a lot with school,
Yeah.
so we tried to do online school. Um, that really didn't work out too well. We tried to do the homeschool. The challenges we trying to homeschool, and don't get I kind of cry sometimes, fault myself as a mom, because my child's education is very important to me. But
Mm-hmm.
when you get into this business of doing this whole branding and everything that we're doing, my daughter has taken a back burner on the education, because as much homeschool as I wanted to be able to have it set up, structured, and this and that, it didn't work. We even tried paying for private online school with one teacher, because we were like, okay, I'll pay the money for someone to be able to teach her. That idea didn't work as well as we wanted it to work either. So this year, actually, in August, she may be staying back to stay with one of our mothers to be in school,
Mm-hmm.
because we're still in the process of building that brand. We already made the commitment until next August, until the next school year, to do what we needed to do to get to that point of where we were trying to get to. So that is one thing that I feel like I'm failing at right now. But so she's staying back starting in August. She'll be in school in Ohio, and we'll just, come back on the weekends, get my baby, and still
Mm-hmm.
try to figure out how to still make all of this work. So that's my biggest downfall in this.
Yeah. And you know what? The best thing you did was actually identify a problem, admit that it's a problem, come up with a plan, put the plan in place. Plan is in place now. August coming around. You gonna have your daughter situated in a stable environment, and I'll just go back in the past. My mom had to do the same thing with 3 kids. She was a single parent with 3 kids, and we lived with our grandmother until I was in fourth grade. My mom moved to a bigger city to go to school and different things like that. And hey man, that was one of the best decisions my mom made. And we saw her, she would come, on the weekends or whatever, what I'm saying. And we felt like we had the best of both worlds. We was at our grandmama's house having fun. We was going to school every day. We had our friends, and then it was exciting when mom came to town. You know what I'm saying? So man, I guarantee you it's gonna work out the same way for you, man. You're gonna have your daughter in place, and she's gonna have fun with grandmama and her friends at school, and then she gonna be so excited, man, when mom and dad come to town, man. So again, salute to you for making a super dope, mature decision at 24. Are we sure you're 24?
Yeah, I'm 24. Just
You might
turned
be 34.
24.
Oh, that's even worse. Man, I didn't make this.
A lot of people don't understand those
Hold on, can you hear? Her?
A little bit.
Uh, did it go down a little bit low? It, it went low. Like I can
Yeah,
hear her.
it went low, and
Yeah. She's smart. She gonna bring it out and come back in. I bet it's something with the Bluetooth that's probably connecting or something like that, man.
Mhm.
But we're about to wrap things up here because we have a 5 o'clock show coming around, man, and I'm super excited about the um. Hey, there we go. We back. We back. We back. We back. Yeah. So you was kind of just finishing up on when we were talking about the decision, the mature decision. You just turned 24 years old, and it's amazing that you are able to make these mature, tough decisions. In my opinion. Uh-oh. Oh, we can't hear you. You can hear me. Yeah. Microphone. See what's going on. Yeah, I think the energy in the world, the negative energy don't want these positive words to come out, man. So we blocking all the negativity right now. We blocking it.
Big facts. Big facts.
We'll figure it out just like we figured it out a few minutes ago, man.
Yeah, and appreciate y'all sticking it out with us, man.
Yeah. Thank y'all for sticking it out, man. You know how technical difficulties occur, man.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. We can hear you. It's probably connected to your Bluetooth or something like that. That's probably what the
No,
problem is.
I blame my husband. We are actually linking up, and he has pulled over with the track hawk. That's when the first one,
Oh,
and I think it connected to his car, and then he pulled away because I'm like, go, because you're messing it up, and it happened the second time, so I blame him.
there you go.
Yeah,
Dang.
just blame
You
it
know
on him.
what?
Right?
No, but
That's what the
that
wives do, man. That's what the wives always do.
I'll take the heat for all the husbands in the world. You know what I'm saying? But that happens to me a lot when I'm at home on the phone. My wife will come back in like the Lexus truck, and it'll connect. My call, so it all makes sense now. It all makes sense. So, but I really wanted to salute you again for making these really tough, mature decisions. At 23, turning 24 years old, you didn't have to throw that in there that you just turned 24. You know what I'm
It
saying?
was my birthday. You celebrate life.
Yeah, you do. So what is this month was your birthday?
April 27th. April was.
Oh, April 27th. Okay, April's a good month. My wife's birthday is April 9th. One of my daughter's birthday is April 2nd. My 2-year-old birthday is April
Okay.
2nd. So yeah, April is a busy
My,
month around here.
yep. It's busy. I say everybody for us. My birthday is April 27th. My daughter is 3 weeks later, May 23rd. My son is 3 weeks later, June 10th, and then my husband's is 3 weeks later, July 6th. So it don't stop right now.
Nah, it don't stop, man. But before we go, again, man, I could sit here and talk to you forever because literally I'm just gaining so much inspiration from you, man. I'm having a lot of fun talking junk about basketball, talking junk about racing, and then but just I'm just super encouraged by just looking at a warrior. I'm looking at a modern day warrior. I don't have to watch Marvel to meet a superhero. Like I'm meeting a superhero right now in real life because the real life heroes matter more than these fictional characters that we see on television, or even some of the characters that we create on YouTube, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a character on YouTube. I go by the king. You know what I'm saying? I put my crown on. I talk junk. And have fun. That's a fictional character, but I'm a superhero around here at this house to my two daughters. And with that being said, my partner here, Kasha Rare, talks about legacy a lot. You know, what do you want your legacy to be? What's something or one or two things that you want to be remembered by, by the world? And I hope I'm not messing it up, Kasha.
No, no, no. That's perfect, bro.
Just like I said, we're building an empire, and it's just to create generational wealth for our children, to break generational curses within our children. So if I can at least do that, if my kids are straight,
Hmm.
growing up, their kids are straight, I feel like, and then although again we're trying to give back, I want to be known. We want to be known as, we use the car platform. We used our cars. Like my car, I'm about to start teaching high school credit classes with my car. Just to
Wow.
it's a lot of different things that I mean we're doing that I like I said I could talk to y'all forever because when it's like opening up the real me and just opening up and speaking on it, I can literally talk forever. But so like I said, I just want to leave behind that I made an impact. I did something. Like I said, my purpose from God is to give back. The first time we did the giveaway and our family went out on the 24th and passed out toys to the kids on Christmas Eve that were in need, that felt really good to us. My kids love doing it. My son cried a little bit because he didn't want to give away cars. But
Right.
again, he's two. He's two. So I mean, he can understand that when he saw that Hellcat in that bucket, he wanted that Hellcat himself. We had to go
Oh
buy him the
no.
Hellcat.
Right.
Yeah, because it was just like this ain't for you, but we'll go get you one. Because I mean, he wanted
Yeah.
that Hellcat from Walmart. But I said
Yeah.
just giving back and just to be positive, spreading that positivity. I mean, I don't want much out of life. I just want to be. I just want. I said I've been that negative person. I've been known as that negative. I've been known as I wasn't gonna make it to 18. So to be here, to be 24, and doing the things that we're doing is just like it's amazing to me. It's an accomplishment. I mean, I beat myself up a lot, but I mean, I feel like I've made it, and I really have made it. But just to give back and be positive, and my kids be straight. That's it for me.
Man, no, no, that's good stuff again, man. I'm inspired, man. I'm motivated, and I just can just sit here again and listen to you talk, for hours on hours because you're bringing so much value to the conversation. I mean, let's be honest. We could talk about our favorite cars forever. We're not the only ones with these favorite cars. They didn't just make the Hellcats for you. They didn't just make the Teslas for me. They didn't just make the Bentleys for car show real. Plenty of people got them, and they're gonna continue to get them. But guess what? Your story is your story, and I know it's important for me, and I know I've heard Carshall Rail say this, how important it is for him to tell his own story. And today, you were able to share a portion of your story. So we thank you for coming on Car Talk TV, sharing your story, even though part of it was fictional, where you beat me in racing twice. Um,
I'm real. I'm all real.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying we both gave fictional accounts of a race that is going to happen in the future. The race is going to happen, but we gave our fictional accounts. Is that
Hold
okay
on,
to
you
say?
gotta speak for yourself. Your
Oh,
fictional account.
oh,
Nah,
so I
nah,
gave a
nah. Our
fictional.
fictional account.
So she got a crystal ball. Not only is she a great basketball player, she's a great racer. She's also a clairvoyant. She can see the future. So read my she read my future, and she already saw that I'm gonna lose, and she gave the accurate account of what's gonna happen. Thank you.
Wait, you didn't do it all. I'm a great mother, a great wife. You gotta keep going. A
Great.
great business part. Look.
Yes, great mother, great business partner, great daughter, great friend. That's yes, she is. She's a great friend. So all those titles and all those mantles that she wears, she manages to keep her crown straight. You won't ever catch her with her crown slipping. Is her crown is always straight, man. And from the few people that I know that have met you, and I know you was on New York in your city, everybody has said the exact same thing, man. Like, man, Rain cool. It's kind of like what words would y'all describe Rain? Man, she cool.
cool people.
She cool. Like, what do you mean she cool? Like, yo, I don't know, man. She just cool, man. And I'm like, okay, well, that's what I'm getting from everybody, man. Like, she just cool. I know you was just in the shy, and I saw some pictures. You was hanging out with Stunner. You're hanging out with CJ. Tell us about that as we get ready to kind of wrap things up.
All I'm gonna say is they definitely showed some love. I mean, not some love. They showed a lot of love. I have not brought my car to Chicago since I had it. Not stepped out in a car scene out there. The first time I met Reese was actually in Atlanta, back in April, and just off of the strength of him and the humbleness that he has, and just the person and how we linked, and like I said, he's a role model to me. He's somebody that I really look up to as far as what he's doing in the car scene and just business life. I don't know everything about him, but from what I see and what I know, like I said, he took me and my husband underneath, his wing kind of idea, like, sis, brother, I got, come up here, I'll show you out my city type of thing. And it was nothing but love. I mean, he brought the whole city out. We just decided we were gonna pop up there. My husband couldn't come with me because he had to go handle some business down in Florida, with one of the rentals. But I mean, like I said, the love that I got just from Stunner himself, was real. Like I said, CJ, real humble, real cool.
Yeah.
So everybody up there in Chicago definitely made me feel like I said, how the car scene should really be. Um, I mean, like I said, there's some negative parts, but I don't really speak on the negative
Right.
stuff,
Right.
because like I said, the positive outweighs the negative, in a lot of different situations. So all in all, overall, ain't nothing negative come out of that for me. That was a positive, very positive experience. Said it was. I mean, shoot, I feel like I'm a celebrity when I get to pull up to Stunner Reese's house. I mean, I'm just honored. I'm
Right.
like,
Right. Right.
whoa.
Right.
I
Right.
mean,
That's yeah.
that's big dog status to me.
Yeah. 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 For real. No doubt. That's real
But
talk.
but yeah, they some real cool, like, just down real humble, in what they do. And it's not about the clout. It's not about, oh, I'm better than you and I got this and I got that. That's never the vibe. And I'm truly a vibe person. If I do not like your vibe, I will not be around, because your energy to me is what'll bring me to be negative, and I don't like being negative. I really don't. So like I said, I'm just a vibe person, and their vibe and everything, showed the city out, and I can't wait to go back up there. I mean, of course, I'll be up there for Gap Fest. Um,
Okay. Gap
gapping
Fest.
everybody.
Gapping. I already knew that. We gapping everybody. You gapping
I
folk that ain't
gotta, I
even
gotta
racing.
pop my shit.
Yeah, you got to. I mean, folk ain't even racing. You gonna gap them too. You should have raced. Then you should have been ready. You
We
got gap.
racing on foot. If you ain't got no car and
Right.
you wanna pop your shit, we gonna get the
It,
racing on foot out there.
parking lot racing. I don't care. We gonna race it. Even if we got to roll two Hot Wheels cars on the ground, we gonna push them Hot Wheel cars and
Your
see
Walmart cars.
my little Walmart car. I'm gonna push. We gonna do something, man. We gonna compete. We gonna race, man. But car show, man. Any last thing you want to add, man, as we get ready to close out?
First and foremost, thank you for blessing the stage at Car Talk TV with your presence. As we continue to say, we're proud of you. Continue to keep it going. You definitely in our prayers for you and your family, just to keep going. Keep the love alive. As husband and wife, mother and father to your children. You guys are gonna be good. It may be some bumps in the road, but that's life, period. You gotta continue to keep that positive energy going, to overcome any negativity that may come to you. I want to give you the opportunity to, say any last words, any tips, any gems of people who, trying to get to where you are in life, with everything. It could be, being a proud, a good parent to your kids, how to get the credit right, to get the red eyes, because we know, obviously some things got to happen to do that, especially at 24. Maybe to get the house, and also, obviously leave all your platforms of where people can find you.
All right. So first off, I'm always leave. I grew up thinking that cash was key. Credit is key. We ain't rich, by far not rich, but our credit scores speak for themselves. That was something that was not self-taught. And that was something that was self-taught. So credit, build your credit, do what you have to do for your credit to open up businesses and everything else that you need. That's very important to us. Uh, Stay positive. I always stay positive. Ain't nothing gonna come from being negative at all. Actually, some stuff you might get some stuff from negative, but it ain't gonna be what you want. But so you can follow us on IG, Rain underscore love 23. My husband is smooth underscore shifting. Our YouTube channel is SRT Vibes, with a Z at the end. We have, like I said, the ladies event will be December 11th in West Palm Beach, Florida. You can get your tickets now on Eventbrite. I also give them the link if they want to give it out. So that is where you can start purchasing your tickets. And I can also, our website will be up before June so that you can actually follow our tour and the updates and where we'll be, so that y'all, so, you know, if we're in your city, like I said, I love to come up there. I love the people who was waiting on me to come to Chicago and see me. So, and like I said, my husband's rap is going to be done May 30th. Stay tuned to that. I really think that we're going to be that whole trendsetter with the opposites attract. That's just our personalities. Our cars are our personalities. That's why I have a slim body and not a wide body, because I am slim, and everyone else has the wide bodies. But it's a lot. But yeah, it's like we got a lot of dope things coming up, a lot of big things coming up. But just follow us. Like I said, that's why we created the YouTube, is so that everybody can get that experience. One thing about us is we like to live in the moment, and that's where we struggle with YouTube at first, is because we did a lot of living in the moment instead of recording. So that's
Mhm.
something that we're now overcoming and getting the videos out there and the footage and different things, because we don't have our phones in our hand the whole time. We out there having fun and enjoying it. So now we have to get to show people us and to build our brand. We have to do it. So you will see us recording more. We do, but yeah, stay tuned. Follow the YouTube, and just said, if you find us interesting, just follow our journey, because it's a journey, but it's not just cars. Like I said, ours is family oriented. Cars, travel. God is most important in our lives. We wouldn't be where we are without Him. So, yeah, that's pretty much.
Man, just a bucket of wisdom over there, man. Some people say she's a bucket on the court. I say she's a bucket of wisdom. That's what I say. I don't know about the court yet. I'm gonna find out firsthand. Probably gonna find out the hard way, because my hoop game ain't been superior in a long time. But I'm gonna have to put some practice in before I step up to the plate. I done put my foot in my mouth already. So I'm gonna see you out there, getting them shots up. I'm gonna see you on the racetrack, and I might
I'm
see
gonna
your
end this on
husband.
a positive.
Yeah, on a
I was gonna
positive
say
note.
one more positive thing.
Yes, ma'am.
In life, even when you lose on the court, we don't take L's. We learn lessons.
Big facts. I think somebody
Cool.
even said that in the chat too. Love
Lessons. We
Oh,
don't take L's. We learn lessons. Okay, there you go. And lessons. In case y'all didn't go to school, lessons begins with L. Yeah. Lessons. Okay, we take lessons. Okay, I'm gonna write that down, because I might need that in the future. I might need to read that again to make myself feel a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? But on that positive note, man, it's your main man, E Vapors, Car Show Rail, the lady of the hour, Miss
Mhm.
Rain Love, and you've been watching Car Talk TV, y'all. We love y'all.